So Geoff, obviously no Ernie today. So does that put a lot of pressure on yourself? Do you think at times?
Uh, yeah, I think it does really because if you haven't got a manager there for various reasons, I think there's a lot more on your shoulders. I mean, Beefy and yourself tried to help me out as much as you could on the day, but yeah, there's a bit of added pressure because at the end of the day, this all the decision making is down to you. Where game after game, me and myself and Ernie would be debating various options and decisions, but it's down to him at the end of the day. Yeah.
So at 2-0, was you thinking, oh, I've got to make that phone call to him at full time?
Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to that. I'll explain to you and all the lads that irrespective win, lose or draw, the one thing I didn't want to do is kind of report back to him with a terrible performance and a poor game. But anyone that had watched that game, what a great game. I can't think of a game that has kind of ebbed and flowed. It had incredible quality finishes, certainly from us. All four of our goals were magnificent finishes, really.
Yeah, no, was going to be my next question. So Jacob goes to make it 2-1. Fantastic finish. Do you think that was pivotal to the comeback?
Yeah, I think it gave us a big lift because, having gone 2-0 up, it was shortly after their second goal that he chipped in with that. And in typical Jacob fashion, that lad has got an eye for goal, either taking up, good positions, and when he gets in a bit of a space anywhere in and around the box, then kind of look out because he can strike a good ball. And if it weren't for the net, that ball would have ended up going out the ground and into the farmer's field behind the goal.
So what did you say to the lads at half time?
Well, just to stick in there really, because as the first half unfolded, we slowly got better and better and better, and we went a little bit narrow in midfield again. Etel had come on and he had 10 minutes before half time to pick up the pace of the game, and come the start of the second half, I thought he was quite instrumental in our improvement because he got on the ball. He's very, very hard to stop once he beats a player in midfield, and of course he chipped in with a goal that was a pretty silky finish.
So overall, do you think that was a deserved win today?
Yeah, I thought we did deserve it. Yeah, because you're faced with a worse scenario at home in front of a big crowd, and you go 2-0 down, and there's going to be one or two groans around the ground, and we have one or two things to contend with in terms of Merstham's performance. They had two or three very good players who, once they got in and around the ball, were quite hard to stop. But we got to half time and we made some adjustments in terms of getting closer, trying to get tackles in, responding to trying to win the second ball, and really the lads really did perform those duties really well. And coupled with that, some great passing in terms of creating the goals. When we look at that back, I'm sure all the lads will be really happy with that.
So what do you think next week, away to Burgess Hill?
Well, that'd be tough down there. We played there last year. We managed to come away with a win there. But that's our place to go. They've made some improvements to their team from last season. So, yeah, we'll have to be on top form to get any result, really.
So today was our 20th game of the season, if you include all the cups as well. So what's your assessment so far, 20 games in? Pleased or?
I think we should be pleased. I mean, we went out of the cups a bit earlier than we did last year. We set a few records last year in terms of the first round proper of the FA Cup. We also equalled Sheffield United's run in the FA Trophy, I believe. That was many years ago under a manager called Dave Perkins, who I played for. He's a local character on the island. So that was a bit of a disappointment going out in those earlier rounds. But really, in terms of the rebuilding process that myself and Ernie recognised at the end of last season, we lost some big players. And this is a completely new team from last year. And it's still a building process. We're trying to add to that as we go along. But what I've been pleased with, and I think it came to the surface today, was we have got good team spirit. Through the good, bad and the ugly, we have got good team spirit. And I thought that pulled us through today. And we stuck in there. And like I said, we created and scored 4 marvellous goals.
Brilliant. Thanks, Geoff. I'll leave you to phone Ernie with some good news.
Yeah.